When in doubt, go work out. Such a blessing to be able to train. I'm on my way to gym. I'm still recuperating from my heels and my tendons. They are horrible. But I also have perspective because gout was the worst pain I even could imagine. So having that in my record keeps me patient. The thing is, it was self-induced. I didn't want to listen to my body. I forgot that I can't just go and run on concrete. So I'm paying the price. But man, every time I'm gonna get up from bed to go to the bathroom or anything, I have to psych myself up. Now here's what I know, that it's still a blessing to have a body, that I can walk, that I have 2 feet. And today I want you to know the way I feel about how to cope and manage life in all the different adventures. Sometimes it's just about showing up. Sometimes it's really about lowering your standards in order to just get yourself going. You can't control the world, can't control what's happening. You can only hope for the best and do the best with it. So when I'm at loss and I want to have a good day and I don't want to be lost in my thoughts, I want to have peace of mind, I meditate and I go train and train well. I don't train stupid. So when I have my aches, I am good with my body and I take care of it and just get the high from working out. Sometimes it's really overwhelming. Sometimes it's really about wanting to find solutions for all the problems, and you can get caught into this feeling of no matter what I do, I'm hopeless. Is it ever gonna solve? Is there gonna be a better time? And the only thing I know is to stop training. If I have a body that I can train, to stop training is not the answer. It doesn't help me. To take a day off from my training that I don't want to is not the way to manage to feel better. To keep on showing up for myself is a must for me. When it's tougher than usual, the best thing is to be tough and go with it. To expect myself to not slow down in the way of doing the training, having the therapy as an outlet. It is going to be stormy. In my life right now, it's a lot that is hard to handle. And I've been up and down in how I feel, and I can be lost in my fears, and then I have really good flow of meditation and mindset. I get some epiphanies, I get my universal intuition. I start focusing on everything that is exciting and expanding, thinking that if I had an easy time, I wouldn't be looking. I wouldn't be finding new ways. So I always have that optimistic perspective, and I need that for myself. I can't rely on anyone else cheering me up, and in my whole life I never had that as a requirement or expectation. Sometimes there are no real answers. There is no, this is how to do it, just follow it. And the same thing with fitness life, that sometimes you're gonna be like me, having aches and pains. Sometimes you're having big injury. Sometimes there is nothing you can do but to stay patient and focus on feeling the best you can without feeling worse later. So for instance, it's not a good thing to reward yourself with food because you want to feel better now when you feel worse later. It's not to give up on your training to kind of have an easy time now and then later you're going to regret it. You build character, you build strength, you build courage by doing what is uncomfortable. So in the life of growth, pains and evolution, it's the same as in muscle, that your muscles won't get stronger if you're not subjecting them to consistent new training that is harder than what they know. Same thing about character, that I put myself through all I do, trying to do the best I can with my attitude, to not become a bitch for myself. I do all that because I want to be my greatest. I want to be strong and a powerful person. I don't really want to be a princess. So when my mind goes, oh, I wish it was so easy, I remind myself that wouldn't make me strong. And what kind of person do I want to be? Do I want to be one who I can count on, or do I want to be some slacker who kind of only present myself in a good light, in a good way when there's a witness. I am witness of my own personality. I am here. I'm not gonna hide away. So today was one of those stormy days that I'm in the middle of a lot of other, people, and dealing with the best and keeping my calm and cool. And many times in my situation, I'm like the Switzerland, or I need to be some kind of in between and not living my alone solitude life. I have to find solitude in myself, and no matter what, return to my breath. Most of you in my same life stage will have these conundrums. This life suddenly happens, like this, the midlife changes, midlife crisis, whatever you want to call it. And the only way to kind of have it as a good experience is to realize that life is an experience, a lesson, a school. It's not a performance institute. It's not a university that you're supposed to have all A's with no study. So for me, I share self-compassion. I don't expect myself to be more than human. I know I'm gonna make mistakes, and I don't want to have any regrets. So I live my life knowing that today, I have today, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. I can make myself my own demon and stress and hell if I don't know how to pick and choose my thoughts. So today I did my 1,000 shoulder raises, and I recorded it, and I love this 1,000 reps to die. Right now, this is what I need in my life. I need to just focus on a move and do it, and that's a new playlist. I also wanted to know that today is Friday, and it could have been refeed, but it's not for me, because I don't feel that it's enough changes that happen in my body composition, and I have goals. I love the feeling of being really lean in my abs. I want that, so I'm working on it. So if you feel then that, today I'm blue because I can't have what I thought I could, I want to go back on it, and can I just have a last weekend? Don't do it, because every time you do that becomes a pattern you entrain. So when it is tough, when it's harder to handle, when you feel like I can't even go into my mind, that I'm scared of myself, that you feel blocked, that you feel action paralyzed, you're standing there in the middle room, don't know what to do. When you do that, go train. If you have a body to train, go train. So when in doubt, go work out. So all my love to you.